Whenever I do reform, I'm always looking for a problem that matters. What do I mean by a problem that matters? Well, something that is going to get people's attention and something that is going to mobilize action in a way that it hasn't done beforehand. Now, many problems don't kind of reach that level. And what I find often is when I start the discussion about what's the problem you're facing, I get three different answers. One is we don't have enough money. Two is we don't have enough people. And three is we don't have the solution that the donors tell us we should have. Now, those are not problems that matter, because those are usually problems that are going to kind of create a lot of problems with people. The Minister of Finance is going to say, yes, you have more than enough money. The head of personnel administration is going to say you have enough people, and so is the IMF. And the fact that you don't have the solution that the donors say you should have is probably not something you should have in the first place. So in those situations, one of the things I do is I'll say to people, let's really think about why it matters that you don't have money. Let's think about why it matters that you don't have enough people, and let's think about why it matters that you don't have the solution that you don't have. But I try and ask the question in ways that people haven't heard the question being asked before. For instance, I'll get people in a room who haven't been together before, and I'll ask them to communicate in a way that they haven't communicated before, building Lego models about what the problem is, for instance, or drawing on the board, or engaging with each other in pairs, or something that they kind of destabilizes them a little bit. Let me give you an example. A while ago, I was working in an African country, and they wanted me to discuss why they couldn't do a program budget reform. Now, program budget reform is a specific kind of technical intervention that is meant to structure the budget in a certain way. What I did was I got three different groups in the government together, people from the districts, people from the line ministries like education and health, and people from the Ministry of Finance itself. And I said to them, answer this question: why is it that you need a program budget? And it was so fascinating because they all came up with completely different reasons. And the reasons they came up with, in most of the cases, had nothing to do with creating a program budget. They said, our money doesn't come through on time. We can't buy the pencils on time. We don't pay the teachers on time. And at the end of that conversation, everyone sat back and said, maybe we don't need a program budget after all, but we do need to solve these specific problems that are the things that really matter in our context. What it also meant is that everybody in the room was on board with the reform ideas that came out of that discussion, which they weren't when they were talking about program budgeting. Constructing problems that matter require asking questions about those problems that matter as well. And I encourage you to do the same thing when you are doing problem-driven reform.